Hey everyone, welcome to another movie commentary right here on the Super Review Show. I am joined by Mixed-Bag co-host, and you're not even a co-host at this point, kind of like just a regular host, Bill Murphy. What's going on?
What is going on, buddy?
It's good to see you. We're here today to do a movie. Well, it's baseball season. If you can't tell, I'm a Yankee fan too. Don't worry. But I'm wearing this shirt in particular, the Mets shirt.
Because I'm wearing a Yankee shirt.
Not just because you're wearing a Yankee shirt, but because we're going to be watching, as the title of this video suggests, we're going to be watching and doing a movie commentary for the next 2 hours or so on the movie 42.
Starring the late, great Chadwick Boseman.
Yes, can I see that for a sec?
You may see that.
We're going to be watching 42 with starring Chadwick Boseman, who played Jackie Robinson for, at the time, the Brooklyn Dodgers, before they moved out west to become the Los Angeles Dodgers, and then the San Francisco Giants. The long story. If you know your baseball history, good for you.
Well, the reason why he's wearing his Mets shirt is the blue is actually for the Brooklyn Dodgers, the NY is actually for the old New York Giants.
The design is for the Giants, but the blue is for the Dodgers. That's how the Mets.
That's why most old Dodger fans and old Giant fans are Met fans.
Yep.
And they hate the Yankees.
Of course. And they typically live on Long Island.
No offense to the great place of Long Island. You're lovely out there. We love you.
I have family. I have distant family on Long Island. It's a big place. Anyways, long story short. So if you're ready, if you're queued up to watch 42 with us right here, right now.
Let us begin.
Click play now. And here we go. Our subtitles are on because YouTube, YouTube will they didn't copyright strike us, but they got a claim for one of our videos about doing how they had we did Planes, Trains, and Automobiles for Thanksgiving,
and they copyright claimed it.
They copyright one of the songs. They allowed it on YouTube, so it was fine. It worked out fine, but just so thanks YouTube, whatever, you know. But this is 42 from.
I'm so excited.
And this movie is 10 years old, Bill.
Happy 10 years.
Happy 10-year anniversary to 42. It came out in 2013, and it's still a classic. It holds up to this day because I have never seen it, but I know Bill has, and I'm excited to see it for the first time, though.
Yeah, I'm excited to watch this movie.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't watched it in a while, but I do remember Chadwick Boseman puts up a great performance.
Was it Oscar-worthy or no? Do you remember?
Like, did he get nominated?
Yeah, was he nominated?
No, he didn't, but I think he should have been.
He was a very... I hate saying was. He was a very talented actor, so... Let's see what he gets. And people forget that Jackie Robinson played in what, the 40s or 50s?
47.
From 47 up, okay. I forget. He's my fact checker for this time. He's gonna be my guy to help me out with this. So, what's up?
Because this is about not just a black hero. This is about an American hero.
Oh yeah, it's not just about a baseball player. It's a movie not just about it's a movie that really epitomizes, and I haven't seen it, but the story of Jackie Robinson. For those you don't know your sports history, just get a load of it.
Me.
Bill knows a lot.
Sports Insanity Podcasts.
Check them out. They're on every platform imaginable. But it's funny actually because it was a unique time in American history that the MLB was like, yeah, we'll let a black man play baseball.
And we're gonna see this soon.
What's up?
It was Blanche Rickey, who was played by Harrison Ford.
Yep, Harrison Ford,
who actually got Jackie Robinson to play baseball, and 20 years later,
yeah,
he actually got Roberto Clemente to be the first Latino player.
Oh, I did not know that. Okay.
So he actually he opened up the door for both African Americans and for Latinos. Like when I think Jackie Robinson gave the eulogy at Blanche Rickey's funeral, and he said, quote, "The only person who did more for black folks than Blanche Rickey was Abraham Lincoln."
Wow. That's, very moving. For fair warning, we might get a little topical, as far, not political, but topical because of the subject matter of the movie. So just bear warning, you've been warned. The movie's starting right now. We're in Brooklyn. Brooklyn, New York, spring of 1945. The National League Baseball Club is having a meeting, and they're talking about it.
Plans are good.
Plans are good. Always have a plan, ladies and gentlemen.
Harrison Ford is here.
Harrison Ford is one of the best of all time.
We know he's in your favorite movie ever.
Well, of course, but he really is one of the best actors of all time. If you think about it, I'd put him up there. I wouldn't put Mark Hamill. I wouldn't put Carrie Fisher, but I would put Harrison Ford, just because he did more. He did a variety of roles.
He's doing it, bringing up African American ball player.
He's gonna put a black baseball player on the Brooklyn Dodgers, and they're looking at him like crazy. What?
You know what I think?
It's almost it's funny watching this. Just the opening scene of how they're discussing about how bringing a colored person to baseball in general is such a weird, not weird, but like it's just a very unusual thing at the time. Because at the time you're like, oh my god, this is a earth shattering. How could it? Listen, people are people. It's not the end of the world. So just, I'm glad that they, it's really good so far in the first 5 minutes. Interesting.
That's the stance right there when he said, so what? But you know what? You got to look at it this way when they're talking about Blanche Rickey. Did he do this because he actually cared about the African American community? Did he do this because he just wanted to get more? Oh, every dollar's green right there.
Money.
I'm sure he did care about Jackie.
No, I'm sure he did too. But at the same time, money is money. I'm sure he cared about whoever it would be, whoever the player would be back in the day.
This is when Jackie played in the Negro Leagues.
Back in the
40s.
40s, yeah.
Because there was actually a league before, around the time when African Americans were playing in separate leagues rather than Major League. What has this been?
Random Facts with Bill?
Yep. I'm your guy for this review, for this commentary. I'm your guy for this
Bill
commentary.
This is Bill's idea. Literally, we woke up this morning and Bill's like, hey, can I come over? I'm like, yeah, sure.
Well, we talked about doing a commentary today anyway.
We do. We talked about doing a commentary in general. We wanted to do it.
Well, what do you want to do? Why don't we do 42?
It's baseball season right now. The Yankees are doing all right. The Mets are doing well, too. Yankees won last night, too. 4-2.
Yeah. Garrett Cole's
4-2. Cole.
Is it destiny?
Yeah. Well, let's see. I hope so. God, I gotta tell you, I really miss Chadwick Boseman.
I do too. I don't really get
what
hit when celebrities die.
But it was a big one.
I remember exactly where I was. I was talking to someone online. You know who I was talking to?
Who?
A very dear friend of the show.
Oh,
Doctor.
Number one fan of ours, Dr. Matt Hemsley.
Shout out to Matt Hemsley.
Yes. What did he say about Chadwick Boseman?
I remember we were just sitting around talking. And it was me, him, and our other very good friend, Miss Allie Wiener.
Yeah, you seen her in Mixed Bag?
She's great. She really is.
What'd they say?
Like, Matt just looks at his phone and goes, guys, Chadwick Boseman just died. I'm like, what?
Sad.
Because he had cancer. And he kept it really...
He kept it what?
He kept it quiet.
Yeah, it's sad. People obviously know, most notably know for now Black Panther, but before that, he was a very established actor in general.
Yeah, the scene that we just talked about, I think that's a very...
Oh, what, the gas station scene?
I guess the bathroom said whites only. And he goes, and we'll take our business elsewhere. I goes, fine, you can use it.
Breaking those thoughts down there, yep.
What? They picked Jackie Robinson over Satchel Paige. Satchel Paige was like the Babe Ruth of the Negro Leagues.
Really?
And because at this time Satchel Paige was old, and I guess they wanted a younger guy, so
Right.
like Satchel Paige actually played Major League Baseball, fun fact, into his 50s.
Really?
Yeah, and he had this famous quote, and it went like this: "Age is a question of mind over matter. If you don't mind, it don't matter."
That's pretty good.
I like that.
I like that too. This is why we have Bill here. For all of the random facts with Bill.
It's not like I have a sports podcast. Oh, wait! I do.
You do, and you talk about it all the time.
Yeah. Oh, he just said he's a Methodist and God's a Methodist. I'm a Catholic, and I agree with you.
Oh my god.
Anyway.
Oh. August 28th, 1945.
I actually really like this scene right here.
Okay. I'll turn up a little bit. Sorry, everyone. Hold on. We'll turn up just a little bit. We don't want to get too loud.
Because we've been having copyright fever lately. So
Yeah. We haven't gotten any. We've been like, oh, God.
we're just, since what happened with Black Planes, Trains, and Automobiles,
And the video is not blocked. Just want to let you guys know.
but we've been super
cautious.
Yeah, so we've been super cautious, so that's why we're being cautious right now.
Yeah. It's a lot of money.
Back then,
$600 a month is a lot. And a $3,500 contract.
look at what
bonus.
players are making today, though.
I don't know, but back then that's what that is.
I love this scene.
Harrison Ford, though.
Yes.
Sorry, I know. Yeah, so for everyone, there's a little bit of language in this movie that isn't like, it's very not appropriate.
This is one of my favorite quotes in the movie coming up. One of my favorite quotes.
Yeah.
Doesn't have the guts to fight back. I love that quote so
That's
much.
a good quote.
Let me explain what that means.
Go ahead, Bill.
He says, Jack, after he was going, oh, if you go this, hotels aren't going to let you in, restaurants aren't going to take your order, so guess what? So, and then he goes, are you going to be able to take that? And then he goes, so you want someone who has the guts not to fight back? He goes, you want someone who doesn't have the guts to fight back? And guess what he said? I want someone who has the guts not to fight back. And let me tell you what it means not having the guts to fight back and having the guts to not fight back. It's not, is that basically don't let them see you get upset. Don't let them see you get angry.
Yeah.
Because this was risky at the time.
Back then.
A black man in white baseball.
Yeah.
This was risky at the time.
But they did it, and it paid off in the long run. But the movie, I mean, I haven't seen this movie until now so far. But so far, it's like, all right, this is actually a really interesting thing, how it really shows how the baseball is not just a white man's sport, despite whatever people say. It's a sport for all people to enjoy, regardless of what gender and color you are. That's just the truth, and I get that already. That's good.
talking to his then girlfriend, soon to be wife, Rachel. Rachel Robinson. You know how old she is now? She's still alive. You know how old she is?
Tell me.
She's 100 years old.
This year?
Last year.
Oh, wow, okay.
She's 100 years old.
She was born 1922.
Yeah. She's still alive.
God bless her. God bless her.
Mrs. Robinson, if you're watching...
We're going to dedicate this to Mrs. Robinson.
And we mean Rachel Robinson,
Not the Graduate movie character. We're talking about the actual...
And she's
100, so yeah.
And she's been living on her husband's legacy
For a long time.
For after he passed away in 1972.
Yeah.
So Jackie just proposed to Rachel. She said yes. Over the phone.
Kind of a strange way to do it. For those of you who are wondering and are single or dating someone, don't do it over the phone. Do it over a nice romantic dinner. Let's check something really quick.
Stand by for another text.
Yes. We're just checking the stats here.
Wow, I can't believe she's 100 years old and she's still around.
That's incredible.
And she's been really living on her husband's legacy.
Yeah.
And what I mean by living on that, I mean she's really been passing on her husband's legacy.
The next generations of players. I wonder if she saw the movie when it came out.
I think she did. I think she liked it.
Oh, good.
Do you think it's worse when they make true story movies? Do you think it's harder to, if you make a movie about a person who's still alive versus the person who's deceased? What do you think it's harder? Do you think it's harder to impress people if you're making a movie about the person who's deceased or the person who's alive?
I think if they're deceased, their story's complete.
Yeah, but I think, in this case...
In this case, well, for her character, it was
because you had to, if you're making a movie about someone who's deceased,
yeah,
you have to please the family.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because that didn't happen.
Right, you got to base it off like that's what happened with the Steve Jobs movie. One of them.
But you know what it is? It's like, here's what I gotta say about any movie that has based on a true story on it.
What?
Take it with a grain of salt.
Okay, like Noah. No, I'm just kidding.
Because
that was a joke.
All movies, they take artistic liberties.
Yeah, they do. No, of course. The movie has to take certain liberties because it's a movie. But if you make it as true to the source material as possible, then that works.
Uh-oh.
Ay.
Rachel just walked into a whites-only bathroom. They gave away their flight seats.
Mm.
You know what? It's kind of when they show the black and whites only wet restroom. Not playing right now. And now she's threatening to call the cops on them.
Wow. Really shows you times have changed quite a bit.
Not so much.
We'll
get more into that later.
We're getting to that later.
Just trust me. There's a part where I'm going to have to say some things.
Yeah, not too much, but
I'll say some. I'll save it for when we get to that scene. As much as I love Jackie, this guy's got to be my favorite character in the movie.
Who is he?
He's Wendell Smith. He's a sports writer.
Oh.
Woo.
Do you think
What?
Chadwick Boseman chose certain roles in his career because he felt a certain way?
Yeah, because aside from Jackie Robinson, he was also James Brown.
It was Black Panther too.
Yeah, because
in different roles he kind of.
I feel like he had a lot of
like stigma growing up.
I feel like he had a lot. He wanted to play roles that meant a lot to the African American community.
That makes sense.
Jackie Robinson, James Brown, Black Panther.
Yeah, and playing Marvels versus Black Superhero was a big thing too. And obviously, I forgot he did James Brown. Was that Get On Up?
Yep.
I haven't seen that one. I knew about it though.
Wow, Mrs. Robinson was the only wife that Blanche Rickey allowed in spring training.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Okay, this is not the actual Dodgers he's training with. He's training with actually their minor league team.
Oh, okay.
Well, that is the real Brooklyn Dodgers there, but
yeah. Now, who did Harrison Ford play? He played the head of the National League?
He played the Dodgers general manager.
Oh, the Dodgers general manager. Thank you. Okay.
Blanche Rickey.
I wasn't sure. Who's that actor?
I don't know. He looks familiar.
He's the voice of a guy in Star Wars. I recognize the face.
There's a headline. True, because the New York media is one of the toughest, and we talk about this all the time on my podcast. You should go listen to it. The New York sports, the media in New York is like the toughest media market.
In what way toughest?
Like, they will not let you get away with things.
Oh, whether it be the Times, the Post,
especially
the
with
News.
the sports. Like, certain athletes, like Derek Jeter, had a way of getting past it.
That's interesting.
He would just, but, because with the acquisition recently with Aaron Rodgers to the Jets, I was talking to Rachel, how do you think he's going to handle the New York media? That's a good question. Love this line. He just asked him, what are you going to do if one of these pitches throw out your head? And he goes, I'll duck. About politics? It's about getting paid. It is technically about getting paid.
This is spring training, right?
Spring training 46.
Thank you.
He's now talking about how they should be treating him just like any other player.
Yeah.
But you know what? That must have been tough for a lot of those people back. Now, I'm not justifying it, but that was probably...
the right thing to do?
Yeah, they should... Okay, again, we have to warn you folks.
You can't hear it, but they're saying a lot of different words that should not be said out loud today at all.
The N-word.
That word. We're not going to talk about it. Anyways, this is an important movie, though, now. What were you saying?
Oh, hold on. Oh! Basically, Blanche Rickey just told Hop, you better treat Robinson fair or you're gone.
Yeah, or you're fired.
Because this is now the time when times are changing.
It's a very different time.
You know, this really shows Jackie Robinson's humility when they just ask, what does my wife cook when a hero's coming for dinner? And she goes, I'm just a ball player. And because you got to think of it this, back then, you had, you know, for like in the 20s and in like the 20s, you had Babe Ruth in the 20s into the 30s, and you had Lou Gehrig and others like Stan Musial, and then when you get into the 40s, you had like Joe DiMaggio and Ted Williams. But you know that young white boys looked up to. You didn't really have anyone that young black fans looked up to.
Mm.
And I think that's why Jackie Robinson is so important. This crowd's not happy.
Nope.
Let's get them all beer. Maybe they'll be happy after that.
Let's get them all beer.
Let's get them all drunk. Or maybe that'll make it worse. Good man. He's a good man.
Oh, God.
Not gonna lie, that word makes me super uncomfortable.
It does. No, it's not a word that you want to hear in general, regardless of what. Especially,
and these are coming from two white dudes.
Yeah, we're not like saying certain words is really like a lot of. It's a lot.
It's uncomfortable.
It's very uncomfortable.
But you know what? Sometimes we got to look back at our past so we can better ourselves as humans.
That guy.
Why say that guy?
I don't know. That guy was being a bit of. Wow.
A white man just told Jackie that he's rooting for him. And this is in Florida. This is in the South.
In the South.
In the 40s.
In the Yeah. Woo. Tough territory right there. Harrison Ford's voice is so
I'm
good.
Harrison Ford.
Get off my lawn.
No offense to Harrison Ford.
Harrison Ford, I love you. You are one
of the best.
Arguably one of the best actors of all time. Hands down.
Ooh, it's a pleasure.
He's going to be on the train.
Yeah, for the Montreal, for the Dodgers minor league team.
Nice.
You know, he does care about Jackie Robinson, but, you know, at the end of the day, sadly, he is doing this for business because, you know, like I just told you a few minutes ago, not a lot of young African-American boys really had an idol to look up to in baseball.
That's true.
Because it was all Ruth and
Garrick.
Williams and Garrick.
DiMaggio.
Musial. Mantle wasn't up yet.
No, not yet. Neither was Roger Maris.
That young man actually did grow up to be a professional ball player. I just don't remember his name right now.
Oh, the kid actor?
Yeah.
Really?
And I actually read somewhere what you're about to see. That actually did not happen.
Oh, alright.
Sorry to ruin your hopes and dreams, folks.
Bill does a great job of crushing all of our hopes and dreams here at the Super Review Show. Just saying.
Hey, I've done good here. If you want more hopes and dreams crushed, call 1-800-GOT-BILL. We haven't told that joke we haven't said that joke in a couple weeks.
It's been a couple weeks.
It's good to say it. It feels good to say it again.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, this part actually did happen. They were waiting for the train, but Jackie didn't give him the ball. And he was actually on the 1969 Mets that ended up winning the World Series.
Who was?
The kid.
Oh, that kid?
That kid.
Wow. Wow.
Jersey City.
Jersey City.
We're still a year away from when Jackie was with the Brooklyn Dodgers. He's still in the minors at this point. Mrs. Robinson's not feeling too good.
Wonder why.
Look. Does that answer your question?
That does.
Thank you, movie.
Thank you, Bill. Thank you, movie.
Thanks, movie.
Thanks, movie.
That man is going to be the father to your child.
The Giants.
Yay. Get up there, ball. Was that just
Typewriter.
You know why he has it on his lap and he's not in a press box?
Why?
They'll answer that soon.
Thanks, Bill.
Or do you want me to just tell you now?
Whatever.
Now they'll say it because black writers weren't allowed to be in the press box.
Oh. I gotcha.
Jackie.
It's a boy.
8 months later. So we just breezed through that whole season.
Yeah, right? Woo!
Wow, that went fast!
That went so fast.
Woohoo! That went quick!
There we go.
Thank you, movie! Which means it's coming soon.
What is?
You know.
Oh.
When Jackie...
Starts the majors.
Yep, you'll see it's coming.
I'm excited. First time viewing the movie. It's not too bad.
It's a good movie. I think Chadwick puts up a good performance.
I think he does too. Let me tell you.
Because when a lot of people think about Chadwick Boseman, they usually think of him as, Black Panther.
Of course, or Get On Up to some extent.
But more about Black Panther. He's good.
Who was it? It was I don't know, 42. So I'm gonna look up if this movie had any Oscar nominations. It didn't have any Oscar nominations. It won a couple of awards in like the. Really, no Oscars? That's kind of sad.
This is him talking to
the Brooklyn Dodgers guy.
Yeah, to the manager. I'll have to bring the Bible into this.
Of course, it's the Bible.
The Dodgers manager has no qualms about this.
Yeah, he's not like, what? What are you talking about?
Not much of it. As you could see, he's with a woman that's not his wife.
Yeah.
The Bible has a thing or two to say about adultery. I'm sure it has a lot to say about a lot of things.
Oh, yeah.
It does have a lot to say about a lot of things, so...
Who plays his wife? Check on the back.
I have to look it up now.
Check on the back of the DVD player.
I have to look this up now.
No, I'm just saying.
I'll look it up.
Alright.
Stand by.
Standing by. Just wondering who's this, who plays his wife.
They're having spring training in Panama.
Ooh.
So now the Dodgers are not thrilled that Jackie Robinson will possibly be playing with them.
Okay.
Nicole Berry plays.
Thank you.
They actually wrote up a petition saying that they will not play baseball with Jackie Robinson.
Wow.
And you want to know something?
What?
That happened.
Did they actually?
A bunch of players said, we will not play baseball with Jackie Robinson. How come every time they say that word, I want to hit something?
I don't know, Bill. Again, that's just like... I can see why it's PG-13, but I could also see why it's like... It could have been rated R.
Because of the use of the N-word? Now the Dodgers manager is giving Jackie a chance to play first base for Brooklyn, just like a tryout. He's hitting balls to Jackie. Okay, this is one I have to stand up for applaud. That's Pee Wee Reese. He was the Dodgers' big star. No, wait, is this him? No, it's not. Okay, that wasn't Pee Wee. I think Pee Wee's coming up in a moment. We don't care about you looking up conspicuous in the dictionary. We really... Do you care?
No,
I don't care. Attract notice or attention.
Of course.
That is actually Pee Wee Reese. He's the he was actually the Brooklyn Dodgers' big star at the time. He actually refused to sign the position and said, give Jackie a shot. They just said that. He goes, but what if he takes your position on shortstop? He said, then the better man got the job.
Wow. At the time, that's like...
Because if you look at Pee Wee, throughout the year, you know, Pee Wee, Reese, and Jackie Robinson were actually very good friends. And, you know, Pee Wee Reese was one of the few ball players that actually stood up for Jackie and stood by him. Blanche Rickey just found out about the petition. A little show of force. And what Leo said, what's coming up, he actually did say this. We're already awake. I know who. I knew that was him. The guy
Yeah.
who's playing the manager.
Yep.
That was the guy from Law and Order SVU.
Yeah, that guy. I couldn't think of his name.
Chris Maloney.
Thank you.
That's Stapler. Yeah, he actually did say that in real life. He goes, I don't care if he's black, white, or has stripes like a zebra. He actually did say that in real life.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
He basically told them, now that more African American players will be coming up.
Yep.
You guys better watch, or you guys are all going to be out of a job. Because, you know what? It's one of the players is asking to be traded. He's trying to get. I don't know who that is, but he said that he wanted to get traded just because he didn't want to play with Jackie Robinson.
That's pathetic.
Again, we look at this now and we laugh at them and say this is absolutely pathetic, but you got to think this was a different time.
Very different.
Hey, don't pick on Wendell. Wendell's a cool guy. Wendell's cool. I like Wendell. And this is something I just explained to you.
About the typewriter.
Because they weren't allowed to have...
In the press boxes.
Yeah, exactly. See? Who's Pete?
Who is Pete?
Who are they?
Who is they?
You know who they are, JT? Random people. that live in Omaha, Nebraska.
The they. That's who they are. Who is they?
Random people who live in Nebraska.
Exactly. It's really good. I'm surprised it didn't get any love at the Oscars.
Me neither.
Huh.
Okay, for those who don't know what happened, Leo Durusha, who was the manager of the Brooklyn Dodgers at the time, was fooling around with a woman who was not his wife, and the woman divorced her husband because of him, and because of that, the Catholic youth organization said, if something is not done about this, we're going to boycott baseball. He just did. Detective Stabler's not happy.
Exactly.
Whoa, Joe McCarthy. He was the one who managed when... I don't know if Ruth was there when he was manager, but he was there when Garrett was manager for the Yankees.
Oh, okay.
I guarantee you a lot of the people did not want to manage because of that man. This is the moment when he gets the notice that they want him to sign the contract to...
the Brooklyn Dodgers.
You know what that means? He's coming to the big leagues!
What? What?
He's signing the contract. He's signing the contract.
Incredible.
He's now a Dodger.
Ebbets Field.
Opening day. 1947.
Wow.
Good year.
Great year.
This is the day that changed baseball.
On opening day, 1947, changed baseball forever.
And you want to know something? Not just in baseball. Not just in baseball, but you know what? And I'm about to make a somewhat controversial statement here. I think this was the official start of the civil rights movement.
I don't think it's controversial. I think you're not wrong.
Because a lot of people bring up, a lot of people that, because this happened 8 years before Rosa Parks refused to give up her seat on the bus, and nearly, and 16 years after, before Martin Luther King had a dream. Look at this.
42.
Only one other person has worn that number in baseball history besides him.
Tell
me. The greatest closer of all time, Mariano Rivera.
How did Mo get that number, though?
I have no idea.
Think about it. And he bet it was 43.
46.
Oh, I thought it was 43.
46.
Oh, you're right, yeah.
Do you doubt me?
Who was 43, though, in the 1998 season? That's what I wonder.
I don't remember. I don't know.
I forgot.
Here he is. The crowd in Brooklyn, believe it or not, was actually very receptive.
They liked it?
Yeah, they were fine with it.
That's good.
Well, I'm sure there were people who weren't happy with it.
No, for sure.
Yep, these assholes gotta ruin it for the rest of us.
Yep, unfortunately. Who are they playing this one?
I have no idea. These were the days when people wore suits and ties to ball games.
Not bad. Super fancy.
We should do that one day. We're wearing suits and ties to a ball game, dude. And we'll get those little fedoras. We'll go like, yeah, we're old school, buddy.
We'll wear the hats like that.
We look pretty damn good in those things.
We would.
We're good-looking dudes.
Maybe we'll have to go to the Met game on May 5th.
Looking like that.
Looking like that. I'll wear this, though.
If I wear my Yankee hat to the Met game, you think I'm going to get massacred? I think people will leave me alone.
When we were at the Yankee game on April 14th, there was a bunch of people wearing Brewers and Mets jerseys, so we're fine. It's a sport.
USA. What a wonderful rendition of our anthem by that random guy. Jackie's first major league at bat.
Da 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 da.
We should go to a game in a suit and tie.
Oh, God. Maybe we should.
We're old school baseball fans. No, he was safe. Yep, that I'm not happy about, Mr. Robinson. This is the guy who's going to be the new manager.
I guess so.
Now, this gentleman right here.
Harrison Ford? No, I'm just kidding.
He could save anything.
Harrison Ford could save us all. How you doing? Indiana Jones here. Yeah, Han Solo.
This guy's going to manage the Dodgers because there was suspended. This part's painful to watch. Now the confrontation did happen, but this part did not. Ugh. Jackie.
Oh.
How do you get down there that quick?
He's the manager, the owner of the team. He'll probably get down there quicker.
He wants to smash his teeth in. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Remember that thing he told him in the beginning? I don't want someone who doesn't have the guts to fight back. I want someone who has the guts not to fight back.
Yep.
See?
That was inspiring.
That really was.
That if you just showed me that one scene, I would.
The city of brotherly love.
Yep.
Remember this guy from earlier? He was the one who wanted to get traded because of Jackie.
Yeah.
What do you want? I'd like to not be traded.
Yeah, that really shows growth right there.
Absolutely.
Guess they were going to trade that guy. Now they're trading him. Uh, no offense to the great city of Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh Pirates are doing well too.
For sure, you're all lovely folks.
I want to go there one day.
A friend of mine really loves Pittsburgh.
Is it a nice city?
I've never been there.
Oh.
You?
Passed by it, didn't go to it.
Okay, so the Phillies GM is now talking to the
Brooklyn Dodgers GM.
Yeah. Basically just told him that they can't have Jackie Robinson down in Philly. The Philadelphia Phillies just said they would refuse to be on the field if Jackie Robinson doesn't play. I mean, if he plays. Oh, do we have to ask theological questions in this movie?
I think he does.
That is kind of funny.
That is true.
Because it was just not a good reply. Bye-bye.
This has been spoken. Harrison Ford has spoken.
He needs to speak more. Yikes. Yeah, what did he do?
What did he do?
Perfect! Everyone's getting ready to kill each other.
Yay!
Let's get them all beer. Beer calms people down. Oh, our favorite person's back. Watch.
Oh, boy!
Hey, look who's back.
Yeah.
That is all.
That's all. By the way, just want to let everyone know that I went to a Phillies game earlier this year. Yankees Phillies. That fan base
is nuts.
Is ridiculously
it's the
toxic.
City of Philly.
Like, their sports are Jesus Christ. It's next level. Like, Bill.
Yes.
You would understand this.
Oh, I would.
Better than I would.
Eagle fans in football are nuts.
No. You don't understand. At the Yankee game, they were chanting the Phillies Eagles chant.
Really?
At Yankee Stadium, yes.
The fly, Eagles fly.
Fly, Eagles, fly! Ah!
Don't get me started on those.
Oh my God! As a New York sports fan, it was unbearable to witness.
Who do you think's worse, Philly or Boston? I'm gonna say Philly.
I'm gonna say Philly too. No offense. I love Philadelphia. Some of the best things have come out of Philadelphia. Philadelphia cheesesteaks, Rocky, but there's fan base. No, we love all of you. Don't get me wrong, but like the fan base is ridiculously crazy. Chanting a football chant in a baseball stadium.
I know, right? That's nuts.
I wish I got that on video.
Good thing I wasn't there.
You would have been if you were there. You would have been ripping them apart.
Yeah. So this part right here, this is where Jackie, where Chapman wanted to take a picture of Jackie with Jackie.
Yeah.
To show that he's mend bridges, but you know what? Like, here's the thing: you just watch the scene when the owner is saying, "Yeah, you're gonna fix this because somebody wrote an unflattering article about the Phillies."
Yeah.
But like, because you know what? Because Ben Chapman, this wasn't a "I'm sorry for what I did." This was a "I'm sorry I got caught."
Exactly.
See, I'm not racist, and Jackie's like, "Yeah, you piece of you know what,
you bastard." Straight up.
Ah, yeah, I think that's the last scene with Chapman in it. Thank God that he makes me. Oh shoot. There's a lot of fighting in this movie. Jackie's just sitting there like,
So you hit in the head?
Yeah, you got it in the head.
Jesus.
You know, if you notice about this movie, Jackie, for the most part, is very calm.
I was just about to say that word. He's very calm with the movie. Very, very content. He knows what's going on. He's trying to change it. So,
because I think what is known is it's them, not him, and this scene is very important.
They're comfortable with it, not him.
This scene is very important. Watch. I think this is another one of my favorite scenes in this movie. Oh boy, look at this. He's pulling out like folders.
Folders of letters.
And I don't think any of them are, you know.
Yeah.
You know why I love this scene so much?
Why?
Because Pee Wee Reese, folks, just got a very unflattering letter from someone calling him a carpetbagger.
Yeah.
And all these other things, calling him an Edward lover. And Branch Rickey. And like I said, Pee Wee Reese was very supportive of Jackie.
Yeah.
They were they were very good friends. And Branch Rickey pulls out a bunch of these folders and say, yeah, you might want to read what they're saying about Jackie. You know, because they're concerned with what he was saying. And he was saying, and they were all saying words like, you know, they were all saying things like, you better stop playing baseball, we're going to kill your family.
Yep.
Or we're going to kill your wife, or we're going to kill you.
Right.
And he's just saying, don't come, think about what Jackie's going through. Don't come crying to me because somebody called you a carpetbagger.
Exactly.
Because that's, and I think that's really the lesson in that scene is, don't come crying to me because someone said some mean words to you.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this scene I think is super important. I hate this part so much. Now the kid's saying it. You know what? It's what they call, it's the nature versus nurture debate, which we don't have time to get into. We'll be here all day.
We'll be here all day.
Yeah, people are booing Jackie. But we're going to sit here and promote a razor. This happened. That's how I think of certain people. That happened.
Did it actually?
Yeah. Like I said, they remained good friends for the remainder of their lives. So remember, even in the beginning of the movie, they were all... He was totally fine with it.
Yeah. Did that happen too?
The 42 comment?
No, the 42, they all wore it? Or did that happen later?
That happened later. I think it, years later, because years later, they, because, you know, years later, they, every year on April 15th,
yeah,
on the anniversary of when Jackie,
opening day,
they, well, it's not always open. It's like,
no, but back then it was.
That was always, you know, they did that in honor of, they do that every year in honor of Jackie Robinson.
Nice.
42 year, for 42. Only one, like I said, Mariano Rivera.
How did he get it?
I don't know. Ask Major League Baseball, not me. I have no pull in Major League Baseball, dude.
Alright.
I do have a podcast in which
You talk about this stuff.
in which I make my opinions known.
Yeah.
Yeah, that comes off very weird.
Yeah.
Dude, I think it's time you stop talking. Good night, and God bless.
Go to bed.
This is the moment Jackie takes a shower with them.
Are they in Brooklyn or are they in
And they're in St. Louis.
yeah.
Ugh. Get up, Jackie. You know, again, that really shows how composed him, because one of them saying, next time it comes up, just throw it right for his head. Jackie goes, no.
That's tough.
Well, go talk to the other guy.
The other guy.
That guy.
Powerful.
That is very powerful.
In fact, that some little kids are like, I want to be like Jackie Robinson, and they're white.
Because as I said the time, sorry, I'm repeating this, but
You're good.
if I've said, a lot of the white kids looked up to Ruth and Garrick and DiMaggio and Williams and later Mantle. So yeah, Branch Rickey is now telling Jackie Robinson the reason why he signed him is to basically of someone he played with in college who was black and he didn't do enough for him. Now he's trying to
redeem himself.
Yes.
Gotcha.
And like I said, Branch Rickey changed the game getting Jackie Robinson, and then years later he did the same for the Latino market with Roberto Clemente.
Exactly.
And let me reiterate that quote.
Yeah.
Jackie Robinson said at Branch Rickey's funeral, the only person who did more for black folks besides Branch Rickey was Abraham Lincoln. Rachel giving Jackie advice. I really love their chemistry here.
It is good chemistry.
You can tell they are really in love.
Which is a lot better than they were before.
But there's still a lot that needs to be done.
There's a lot that needs to be done. It's the last scene of the movie, right? Or no? With Harrison Ford?
Yep.
Oh, here you go.
1967.
So he went to the National... That's it. So that he went to the National Baseball League. No.
National Baseball Hall of Fame in
Hall of Fame.
1967.
Yep. And then let's see what it says here. Hold on.
Okay, this is, I think, Pee-wee.
Pee-wee was
elected to the National Baseball Hall of Fame in 1984. I'm the nerd who likes reading what happens to people at the end of movies on True Stories.
Did you see Air? That's how it was for them. Wendell Smith became the first African-American sports writer in Baseball Writers Association in 1948. Mm-hmm. What about this guy?
Went on to manage St. Louis Cardinals, the White Sox.
Eddie Stanky managed the Cardinals, Rangers, and White Sox. Cool. Who's this guy? This was Ralph
Banca was an all-time three-star.
Three-time All-Star.
Our favorite person.
Oh, yeah.
Told you.
Ben Chapman was fired and never managed again.
Probably because they didn't want to deal with him after that whole incident.
It was traded the following season to Pittsburgh. Dick
Or City. The kid I was... Okay, but get his name right now.
Let's see what his name was. This kid? Ed Charles.
Grew up to become a Major League Baseball player.
Crazy.
He won the 1969 World Series with the Miracle Mets.
With the Mets, mind you.
Rachel Robinson started the Jackie Robinson Foundation. It provides students with college scholarships across the country. Jackie Robinson was named Major League Rookie of the Year in 1947. In 1948, he was joined by Ray Campanella and by Don Newcomb. Ah, that famous thing.
They won the World Series against the
Yankees in 1955. What happened was he slid home. And Yogi Berra claims that he called him every year in April. On April 15th, and Yogi Berra tagged him, and Yogi Berra said he was out, but the ump called Jackie safe.
And the number 42 was retired from every major league team in baseball.
After Mariano Rivera. And you know what? It's becoming a trend. We're seeing that, I think in hockey, 99 was retired for Gretzky. Yeah. And, just recently with the NBA,
right?
They just retired 6 for Bill Russell, who passed away last year.
Oh, wow.
And just like Robinson with Bill Russell, he made a lot of contributions, was very active in the civil rights movement, and, just weeks before Jackie Robinson passed away, he was at some event when he was speaking at a ballpark, and he said, one day, I want to see a African-American Major League Baseball manager. And it happened later on, and ironically, no relation to this guy, but the guy who was the first Major League Baseball African-American manager was named Brooks Robinson. So 2 Robinsons broke the barrier, one for
playing
and one for managing. So yeah.
How about that?
So that was 42.
That was 42. Thanks so much for watching.
So JT, your thoughts on the movie?
Yeah. So before we wrap it up, let's give our initial our thoughts on this movie. My first time ever seeing this movie. I wanted to see it for a while because I remember it coming out. I never saw it until now. It really
only took you 10 years.
It literally only took me 10 years. Literally, that 2013 to 2023. I really enjoyed this movie a lot. If you're looking, because it's baseball season in America right now, and we're in the April month of the major league season for all the sports teams, for all the baseball teams. This is a good movie to watch to understand where it came from. It came from actually. I was telling Bill when I first got him, we're in between Jackie Robinson Day and Lou Gehrig Day as well.
And we might review Pride of the Yankees for Lou Gehrig Day.
We might do that. We're not sure. We'll have to wait and see.
It's an old movie.
It's an old movie.
I have it on DVD somewhere, but I don't know where it is, so I have to go now search my house for it.
Yeah, because this was
this is in 2013.
This was on DVD. We actually just watched this on DVD. We didn't watch. We were going to watch on streaming, but we watched on DVD instead.
Yeah, because I actually had it. And I texted him, dude, I actually have it on DVD.
Yeah, and
see, I saved your ass today.
He did. He saved me. I want to thank Bill for doing this movie commentary.
Always a pleasure, my friend.
With us as well. It's always a pleasure to do it with you. Also, rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman. I knew you from Black Panther. I knew you from. I didn't realize he did get on up, but I'm glad that I saw 42 as well. I'm gonna have to check out more of his movies.
So rest in peace, Chadwick. We miss you.
Yes.
And because a lot of people, if I can give my final thoughts here.
Sure, go ahead.
First of all, with Chadwick Boseman, it's a lot of people just think of him for Black Panther.
He's much more.
But he did great in this movie, and just about the movie overall, I really like it, and
it's a good movie.
It really makes you see what Jackie Robinson went through.
Yeah, it really depicts a very, very realistic representation of what it was like back then for players
listen,
like that.
If you watch this, you would say a lot of what he went through was probably mild than what others went through, but
right.
Just what he went through, and that there were, and that he opened the doors.
He really did.
For others. If there wasn't for Jackie Robinson, we wouldn't have Hank Aaron years later.
Oh, yeah.
We wouldn't have any African American ball players, or in basketball, I just brought up Bill Russell. If it wasn't for Jackie Robinson, we wouldn't have any of those players.
We would not have had integrated sports the way we do today.
And listen, we can sit here and and the point I brought up about Ben Chapman, how he got basically excommunicated for being racist.
Yeah.
But yet 70 years later, someone like Colin Kaepernick gets excommunicated for standing against racism. So
right.
What I'm saying is we can sit here and celebrate the progress that we made, but we still have to remember there is so much more work to be done.
That was a really good way of putting it.
Thank you.
I'm not kidding. That was actually really good. But if you enjoyed this movie commentary, Bill, what do you rate this movie?
I would give it a 8 out of 10.
Well, Bill stole my rating because I'm giving this an 8 out of 10 as well, believe it or not.
You know what that means?
What does that mean?
We swiped right!
Yes, we did. But yeah, this is an 8 out of 10. This is a great movie to go see now. At least if you have it on streaming or on DVD, watch it if you can. Really, really shows how. I don't want to repeat Bill too much, but he was our shining star today. But it's a solid movie, 8 out of 10. Integration of sports is a key thing. It was a key thing, and it really paved the way for people down the line. So I thank Jackie Robinson and thank Chadwick Boseman for making this movie as well.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace to Chadwick Boseman. This is one of your best. So, anyways, thanks so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and don't forget to tune in every week for Mixed Bag, right in the Super Review Show, and Career Retrospectives as well on Mondays and Wednesday nights. Thanks so much for watching. Stay safe,
take care, and be awesome.